I'm into data engineering, risk advisory work. I'm also a cybersecurity specialist. Um, I'm also a programmer, and yeah, uh, I'm sure you learn a lot about me as we go along this training group.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, Funani is from Zimbabwe.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay. My name is Nathan. I'm from Uganda. Okay, I'm a data scientist. I also have a background of software engineering because I did degree, my degree in software engineering. So my master's, that's where I migrate to data engineering. And like today I'm here, like we're trying to solve problems about like anything, anything we see like around.
Okay. Right. Okay. Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you.
Kemi, I think she probably could be experiencing network issues, so she just went off right now. So yeah, I've started recording the call and go straight into today's business. So Kemi was around yesterday. She probably would have given us a breakdown of what we did yesterday. Okay, sorry, I might have to mute Nathan. Noise coming from. Okay, yeah, cool. So yesterday we started with lab one. So basically, what the labs are about is that you have a case study that you're supposed to use to work, and based on that case study, you are to answer some questions. These questions are uh, in different labs. So here's the case study for the course, and then the um, the questions, the labs for one. So this is lab one, lab two, lab three, down to lab 9, and we all are supposed to uh, go through each of these labs. So yesterday we started with lab one, and I think using this case study. So this is the case study. There are different data requirements. So what we learned yesterday is to identify the data requirements for an organization and also to tell what kind of data that will be. For instance, is it structured, is it unstructured, or is it semi-structured? We were able to do that yesterday through our exercises, and then the next thing to do is to finish that portion of that portion of the lab. Yeah, so here is where we stopped yesterday. So basically, Funani, you were our timer before you went off yesterday. So please, we would be calling on your service today again. Okay. So here's the first one for yesterday's lab. So yesterday's lab, looking at the the requirements for AdventureWorks. AdventureWorks is a company and they have basic data need and which we were trying to help provide solution. Please, in case you cannot hear me, please just draw my attention. Well, can we hear me? Yeah?
I can hear you.
All right, all right. Okay, so when we looked through the data requirements from this case study, they had requirement for their website, they had data requirement for current sales and ordering system, they had data analysis requirement, then they also had customer service or pre-sales requirements for data. They also had social media analysis requirements, connected bicycle, IoT. They also had bicycle maintenance services requirements. So different requirements that they were trying to scale up and move into the cloud. But here they need your service as a senior data engineer to provide solution to their problem. They want to reach they want to reach clients easily, but how are they going to do that? They need to be able to get some platform that will help them to reach out to more customers. They currently are using, if you look at this, they are currently using on-prem solution, but they have branches in these areas and they are trying to localize content to people and even, if possible, switch to other languages. So here you are working with different guys, the other data engineers in the company, and AI engineers, and even data scientists. So there, according to the case study here, you would be working with some of these guys at different points. In this case, you probably, where they are trying to provide data around where they will store images for their products. So what AdventureWorks does is that they sell bicycle and bicycle parts to customers and distributors and in different companies. Now they want to go wide. They want to reach other people around the world. And then on their website, they want to be able to show bicycle images or bicycle part images, what solution would help them there, and what type of data is this? So first, you even need to identify those data requirements. So for instance, the first one was this. We identified yesterday. They need a data store. They want a data store to be made available that will hold the images of the products, and we identified this. Are we together? I hope I've not lost anyone. All right, yeah. So one of the things you basically be doing when you are taking this exam is that you need to know what is the requirement. They test you based on scenarios, and what kind of scenario are they talking about? You need to understand that first in your question before you begin to answer. All right, so and that's basically that about the case study. So yesterday we were able to do exercise 1, and the task here was to look at the case study and identify the data requirements of AdventureWorks and identify if the data structure for the requirement is structured, semi-structured, or unstructured before we discuss. So today, fortunately, most guys that were around yesterday and here today.
Where is Wale?
Wale is in traffic. He's in traffic.
You guys are waking from the office.
Fanani, what did you say?
Saying you guys are waking from the office
now. I didn't go to the office today, and Wale did not. He probably was on his way to see someone. Yeah.
What kind of transport do you use, message?
Sorry?
What kind of transport do you use?
Yeah, I chat up in the group chat this evening. Okay, so let's continue, guys. All right, so this is for lab 1. So today we're supposed to do this, the second task. So based on this data requirements that we've gathered, we are supposed to then find the Azure data solution. I hope I've not lost anyone. So if you are selling, if you are providing Microsoft Azure data solution, and you, first of all, you are here as a senior data engineer, and you've actually been able to identify the data needs. You've been able to identify the data needs. What next? You need to then talk about what Azure solution is capable of meeting that need. Right? Yeah, so in this case here, for instance, this first one, they have a requirement to store images of products that are sold on the website, and this data is unstructured. So the question now is, what Azure solution can meet this need? What kind of Azure storage can meet this need?
For unstructured data.
Yes, this kind of data. Look at the data. Images of products. Yes, on the site. Yeah. Blob storage, yeah? So do this. Sorry, let me ask Nathan. So Nathan, do you have any prior experience with Microsoft Azure? Hello, Nathan.
Yes.
Okay, you have experience with Microsoft Azure.
No, I'm saying I have experience with Amazon AWS.
Oh, okay, but not Azure.
No, but it look the same. Like there are some features which they have.
Okay. So maybe first things that I would need you to do is to, first of all, identify all data services available on Azure.
Okay.
So let's start from them first. Let me see if I can get that list. I can get that list. Azure Data Services. Azure Storage. This is not it. Data services. All right, so okay. So for now you said Blob storage. So there's a data service on Azure called Azure Blob Storage. And Kemi, do you agree?
Yes. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get what you said just now. Network is bad here.
All right. So we were talking about yesterday what Azure solution, what Azure data service we can use to meet these needs.
Yes.
Remember yesterday we identified the data requirements, and then we also specified their data structure.
Yes.
Yeah, so today we are supposed to meet those needs on Azure. What what's this? What Azure solution meets this need? This is wrong company. Yeah, Kemi. Kemi, do you have any idea? Okay. Okay. So this is what we are supposed to do today. I'm trying to get the empty file for tax. So guys, we just have here. We just have a little time to do this. So it's 10 minutes. Please, Funani, we need you to help us keep watch of time.
We're now on 20 minutes.
Yes?
Yeah, from the time we said.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
We're now on 20 minutes from the time we said that.
20 minutes?
Yeah, we already used 20 minutes. How much time do we need?
10 minutes for this.
10 for that.
Yeah. So I'm bringing in all the data requirements. Is it possible for me to do this? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to move it to what we have here. So for this one, for this unstructured one, you're supposed to identify the technology. Okay, so for the first one, we said blob storage. How about the next? Yeah. So they want a system to better serve customers with global availability of its application and sales and ordering data. What Azure solution can meet this need? I think I need to come back to this guy. Key. Yeah. So here are different examples. Okay, great. So we have Azure Cosmos SQL database, Azure SQL database. We have a Data Factory, Data Lake, Azure Stream Analytics. Yeah. So which one do you? Yeah. Sorry, Funani, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. My mic was away. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect.
So what system? They need it to be globally available. They need that data, this sales data.
Is it not as Azure streaming there?
No.
No. Okay.
It's going to be Cosmos DB. When you are looking for an Azure data solution, in the case when you want global availability, you should be thinking Cosmos DB.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be thinking Cosmos DB. So that's the Azure data solution that's available for that purpose.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Cosmos DB, like what's the specification like for it? Like what does it have for it to fit for that task?
Yeah, I didn't get you.
Sorry?
I didn't get the question.
I'm saying Cosmos DB.
Yeah.
Like what what is the specification? Does it have to fit the task like the global global sales, I think. Yeah. That's my question.
Okay, so if I get you right, if what exactly in Cosmos DB enables that global availability, is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so all right. I think this is probably what I'm looking for. So if Cosmos DB is designed such a way that it has so many APIs, or about 5 APIs that ensures availability globally for you as a client. So if you want to set up for multiple countries, You want to replicate your data in multiple countries. How Azure Cosmos DB gives you that capability to do so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it gives you that capability to do so. So you can easily create one. If you look at this, this is a sample of how to create a Cosmos DB. Then you have to specify the API. For instance, you can see I said there are 5 APIs. So when you are creating it, you need to specify what uh, what kind of API you want. So for instance, if you need SQL, for instance, a document database, you need Gremlin, a graph database, or you need MongoDB, still the same as a document database, or Azure Table and Cassandra. So whichever one, these are the different APIs: SQL, Gremlin, MongoDB, Azure Table, and Cassandra API. So these are the APIs available for Microsoft Cosmos DB. So majorly, when you are taking this exam, TP200 exam, when you start seeing questions around global availability, just know you are being it's referring to Cosmos DB already.
Okay.
And if not directly Cosmos DB, it's probably asking you a question about the APIs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Kemi went up. All right, guys. So that's one. Come back here.
So I guess probably one needs to really understand Cosmo DB.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think it's the major driver for NoSQL for Azure, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
So it has different, depending on the kind of data you want to work with. You can use
I was
Cosmos,
actually going
any
through
of the API.
that learning part. I'm halfway through it.
Okay.
The Cosmo DB one, yeah.
All right. Okay, so if these are great contents on Microsoft Learn that you could consume to do basic. So, for instance, choosing a data type, if you are dealing with photos, that's unstructured. For instance, this website, AdventureWorks website requires video storage and image storage. That data is classed as unstructured. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of recommended service is it? So Funani was right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to know what the business need, and then what service to recommend as a data engineer or as an Azure data engineer. So majorly you are saying, oh, these people have a need. They want to move to the cloud. Which cloud? AWS, Google Cloud,
Our time is
Azure.
up.
Yeah.
Time is up. 10 minutes.
Yes. Sorry. I needed to go back to the basis to explain some of these things. If not, we would have just answered the question. Okay, so
All right.
here's what we will do. Let's just answer the question straight. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And move on. All right, so here we said Cosmos DB. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then number three, they want a data warehouse capability of Azure SQL data warehouse. So what's the technology on
Azure
Azure?
SQL database.
Yeah.
Isn't it Azure SQL database?
Azure's SQL database will not do this. It's a data warehouse technology they need.
Synapse.
Yes, Synapse.
Okay.
It's Azure Synapse. Yeah. So they would also like to take their data analytics further and start to utilize predictive analytics capability. So what technology would we recommend here? So you need to look at the scenario they have from the case study and to know what this number 4 is talking about. What kind of predictive analysis is it, real time or batch?
Okay.
Then so then you can be able to tell what technology solution you would use.
Would like to take
So
that data.
yeah.
I'm just reading that aloud. I'm just trying to think of same
Okay.
structure.
Okay, so
Okay, so that would like to take their data analytics further and start to utilize predictive analysis capabilities. What's that one?
Okay. So
is it stream analytics?
yes, stream analytics.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember that from my presentation.
So they'll be using stream analytics for this. And again, they also requested a platform is provided by the data engineer that enables them to store conversational history. So here now you are probably talking of hierarchical data.
Yeah, that would be hierarchical data though.
So what
It's
kind
still
of
NoSQL.
Azure? What?
It's still NoSQL.
So based on this scenario, here is where they talk of conversational history. I think it's for the sales. Yep. So here, so they've requested a platform. They were looking at real-time regard charts and blah 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 to be able to store charts between customer service representative and the customers. They want to be able to store those conversations in a particular storage.
In a particular storage.
Yes. So what data storage will do that?
Again, I would say Cosmos.
Cosmos won't do that.
Yes, me too.
So here you are going to refer to Azure Data Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Azure Data Lake is used for storing hierarchical data.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Sorry. I think I opened the link. Yes. Let me show us here. Storage, data lake, data lake, data lake. There's a place here I saw that. Sorry. There's a place here I saw that. Looking for Azure Data Lake. Store data in so here it is.
Okay.
So you can use this to make processing big data analytics easier. And yeah, I'm looking for where they talked about it. So it's a repository of data that is stored in its natural format used as blobs or files. Azure Data Lake is comprehensive, scalable, and cost-effective data lake solution for big data analytics. So looking for where they talked about the hierarchical nature of it. It's so when you are already seeing hierarchical, they are talking about hierarchical data solution in your exam. It's already, the question is already about Azure Data Lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why they had 40 to 45% of the exam on storage.
Yeah. You said you wonder why? Okay, so this is it. Yeah. So Azure Data Lake storage organizes the stored data into a hierarchy of directories and subdirectories. Do you understand? So here is the requirement here. When customers are calling, you want to know, maybe you want to put them in dates. You know, it's a conversational history already. So you want to put them in each day's conversation in date folders so that you can separate them. You just don't want to put everything together. If you want to run query, you want to see how last week's conversation was and how today's conversation is, and be able to run analytics on them. So the data solution you have on Azure that has that capability and great performance in processing data in sub files is Azure Data Lake. Okay. I hope I have not lost you guys.
No, actually giving us light, my guy.
All right. Okay, so the next one the marketing department are keen to measure the impact of their Twitter campaigns. So they want something real time to be able to measure impact of their campaigns. So what Azure solution do you think will make this, or Azure technology?
What sort of
Yeah, Azure. What Azure technology do you think will meet this need?
what did the scenario say? I just want to see the context.
Marketing. Oh, okay. The marketing department wants to be able to monitor their campaigns, their campaign on social media. So here it is.
Okay.
So they are keen to measure the impact of their work by tracking social media analytics, such as hashtags during those campaigns. So they would like to have the capability of tracking any hashtag of any name.
Okay, so it means they'll be scraping data from Twitter, right?
Yes.
And it means that data will come in JSON type of structure.
Yes.
Wait, let me just search some of this one. I see data. This one I see what else?
Is Nathan following?
I'm following.
Oh, okay. I hope the session is making sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm trying to catch up with like the theory I have where I did catch some associate professors
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah,
No,
you still use the same solution you used here.
Okay.
Stream analytics. So again, the customer service department, they want to help their agents to identify fraudulent call for service. What would resolve this? Or what technology, Azure technology, would resolve this?
Want to detect fraud. I'm stuck there. Just go through some of these things. I know it involves something to do with managing develop. I know it involves something to do with auditing and auditing of transactions, triggering alerts and all that stuff. But I'm trying to figure which technology on Azure actually does
on
that.
Azure. Yeah.
Okay, is this at the ingesting stage, or it's literally when they are processing transactions to
I think it's ingesting.
ingestion? Okay, so probably maybe I don't. So if it's at ingestion, maybe I would think of Databricks. I don't know if it would do, but
Hold on. So they want to these guys now, this solution you want to do. So it's semi-structured. So you are looking at ingest.
okay.
So you are probably working with the data science guys to do this, provide this solution. Yeah.
All right. So the data science guys probably it's post ingestion stage, huh?
Yeah. So, but they need to be able to do that real time. So this has to do with real time, because based on the requirements here, based on this requirement, yep. So this is the requirement. They want to be able to track fake, fraudulent customers real time as they are talking.
Okay, so it has to be some kind of stream processing, not batch processing. It's kind of stream processing. Which technology does that? Isn't it stream analytics as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Because I was thinking,
stream analytics provides that solution. Stream analytics, or you can also Azure Event Hubs also provide such solution.
okay.
Yeah, so probably what you could do with stream analytics is, I think it's an interchanging name.
Oh, okay. Like
So
stream or
yeah,
event.
it's more. So for an event hub, you probably have stream analytics as the technology working underneath.
Oh yeah, cause from the diagram I'm seeing, yeah. Sometimes they use stream analytics. Sometimes, okay, yeah, you're correct. Stream analytics comes after, so it receives from the ingestion stage. It receives from the event hubs, and then I think all the analytics now then
Yes.
happens under stream analytics. Okay, I get it now.
All right. So the same time, first and third party applications need to have access to the information of bicycle computer. So this is probably like IoT already, based on the requirement.
Yeah, that's correct. Which tech to use there?
So this connected bicycle requirement. So which technology to use?
To give them access to that.
Yes.
Let's see, facing the party to have access. Okay, so I'm seeing APIs there. So I'm already thinking Cosmos. APIs. I don't know if I'm correct.
No. You
Uh,
probably are using Cosmos for ingestion.
okay. What about for saving now the APIs?
You could still do the same with stream analytics.
All right.
Because these guys, these third-party applications like mobile app and the rest, if you want to serve out data or information real time, then you would need stream analytics or event hubs.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the last, I think this is pretty obvious. Providing predictive, you already did something like that here.
Yeah, it's stream analytics.
So when you're talking of real-time prediction, you already know we are probably referring to stream analytics. Yes.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons we took time yesterday was because when we were talking about whether data was structured or unstructured, we were breaking down things. We're trying to understand what is structured, what is not structured, and what is semi-structured. So I guess we kind of repeated the same thing somehow, and then we had this. So there are answers here.
What the answers?
Yes. Is it this? Okay. No. Okay. So these are answers. So for the first one, you got it. Azure Blob Storage. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Then the next one, we said Cosmos DB. Okay. So here is ours. Yes. So can you see mine?
Yes, we can see your screen, my brother.
All right. So said Azure Blob Storage, Cosmos DB. Oh, here in this content is not updated. So the new name or the new technology that Microsoft has now for a SQL data warehouse is Azure Synapse. So in your exam, you probably would see Azure Synapse and you would not see SQL data warehouse.
All right.
So please beware. Then the next one, he said to take their data analytics further, they need to utilize predictive analytics capabilities. Okay, we said stream analytics here. The answer here is Databricks. I think basically here it's not about storage. Oh yeah, it's not about storage.
You remember me asking about the ingestion stage?
Yeah. So it's not about storage. The data is somewhere and they want to go further to perform prediction on it. So what technology can they use to perform prediction on a data that is already on Azure? So you have Azure Databricks. And again, you still have Azure Notebook. Azure Notebooks too is there. And you can also use Azure Function. But here, specifically, Microsoft likes to talk about Azure Databricks for this purpose. And the reason is because if you are using Data Factory, you can use, you can integrate Databricks to your data pipeline. You can bring, say for instance, at your ingestion, you have Azure Blob storage. Then once your data comes in, you want to transform the data, you want to clean it, you want to do whatever you want, you would then bring in Databricks to that pipeline.
Okay.
And Databricks supports different languages. It supports R, it supports Python, it supports SQL, it supports Scala, it supports Java. So
it's a package.
Yeah. So whichever one you want to use, I've used it for some of my pipelines, and yeah. So basically, I could tell. I think looking at the person or the requirement again, I could see. So it's more like when you are dealing with scenarios, you need to put yourself in the shoes of the as a consultant. Okay, so maybe when you are taking the exam, you need to go as a consultant. All right. All right, so the next one, number 5, platform to store conversational history, said data lake, and we too said Azure data lake. All right, number 6, marketing. Sorry. Number 6, marketing. Their social media campaign.
So it's streamer.
So said stream analytics or event hub. Yep. Then number what now? 7. Still the same. Stream analytics. So basically almost everything left.
Is stream.
Stream analytics.
And then
or
IoT hubs.
Yep. Okay. So I think we missed one, and that was Databricks. Where was it? Yeah.
Totally won't forget that one.
Yes. Azure Databricks. Okay. So what I encourage us to do is to let me update this document. I encourage us to do is to go over these files on our own
and try and answer.
Yes. So basically, when we gather, we would rather discuss.
All right. No, that's fine, man. Because yesterday, the thing is, why I didn't go through it today was I didn't know if we had finished it or we had to start on the new exercise. That's why I didn't go through it today. But definitely tomorrow I'll go through the other one.
For me, I had a problem. I couldn't access, so that was the issue. Like today is my first session.
Yeah.
But I'll go through it, and then tomorrow when you're going to start the new session tomorrow, after like I'll be at the same page with others.
Okay, great. So exercise 3, which I would like all of us to do tomorrow, right? Because time is far spent, right?
Yeah.
So personally, or as assignment, we are supposed to go through, for God's sake, we are still on lab 1 and we don't have much time. So that's why it's good when we try to do it on our own. So we just basically come and discuss maybe in 10 minutes and we move to the next lab and we are able to finish the labs on time.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'll suggest. So please tomorrow, let's try to finish exercise 3 and exercise 4.
Okay. So we do
Yeah.
as a homework. We're going to do 3 and 4, and then tomorrow we just come and discuss the answers.
Yes, and please also, like I told the guys that were present yesterday, was Toby, Wale, Kemi. I specifically said we ought to have finished these 2 labs today.
Okay.
So what we'll try to do is to finish 2 labs in a day.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least we can finish them on time. I'm very sure that
Just
once,
9 labs, huh?
yeah,
Okay.
there are 9 of them. If you're on your own, you have time, you can go through everything and just be prepared ahead of time.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way we are able to cover a lot. And to be honest with you, if you are able to finish these labs, then you are most ready for the exam.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And also, like I said, I'll be sharing the DOMs with us, the current one.
So,
Okay.
All right, guys.
thank you.
All right, Daniel. Thanks so much. Tomorrow we'll come
Thank you.
more prepared, man, and I guarantee you, tomorrow you'll be doing less talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Cause today you've outspoken me, and I was like, I felt challenged. I was like, wow, tomorrow I need to come and speak.
And
Tomorrow I need
besides,
to come and speak.
thank God you are here. I would gladly leave tomorrow for you to handle.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Tomorrow
So
I'll take
please,
charge.
yes, please. I just want to sit down and also contribute.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
That's true.
That will be good.
all right.
Tomorrow
I
I'll be
hope.
presenting.
Yes, please. So I hope we did enjoy the session. I hope it made sense.
It was
Actually, like for me, I even like think that I'm more interested into it now. So before I used to like deal with AWS only, but now I feel like Microsoft has also like good future. Like you deal with it like when you're doing like your business, and it will
Yeah.
help you like to satisfy the client.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm. So basically now the end goal is such that you see yourself as a senior data engineer and as a data consultant. So when people have issues, they want to move to the cloud, can you sell Azure to them? Can you sell Azure data services to them and make them feel comfortable to use it? So that's the essence. That's the essence of this exam. And if they are going to use it, do you know how to implement it for them. So
Yeah,
it's the whole essence of this exam. And you should be called a senior data engineer if you are done with this, and you are not just done with it, you are not just certified, but you are so much capable of implementing these technologies.
definitely, man.
So I recommend that when you are not sure about these technologies, you could easily come to this documentation. You could come
Oh,
to this docs
Microsoft Learn.
on Microsoft Learn. So they have, so basically these are all courses for this exam. They have materials for this exam. If you look at it, you see them. Yeah, all of them. So I also recommend that you try to go through these docs, and so you have a broader understanding. I've started going through them. I'm yet to finish, and I hope to finish on time.
Do you take notes on these or you just read? How?
I take notes. For instance, this one, the learning part, I had finished it. So basically what I do is that when I'm going through, I try to look at possible scenarios I could use them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it. All right, guys.
All right,
So
Daniel. Chet,
this
thanks.
lab one and lab two, we should finish it tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
Onani,
tomorrow.
that's left to you now.
Sorry?
So tomorrow 9 is going to take the session.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So don't worry, it's a discussion thing. If I feel probably there's some caution to add, I will definitely do so. I'm here.
Okay, man.
Yeah. And I trust that we have almost everyone here has had ideas about Azure, and then I trust that we can provide solutions.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you
All right.
so much.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you
Cheers.
so
Yeah.
much. Yeah. So please let's try to come on time tomorrow
Okay.
so that
Definitely.
we can finish up on time.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we're still going to use the same link, right?
Yes, same link.
Okay.
Same link. Thank you so much, guys.
You.
You're welcome, man. Thank you
We are
so
the one.
much,
Thank
too.
We are the one to say thank you.
Thank you. Lovely night.
Same to you guys.